Welcome back to Americana Outdoors. Wilson Lake is the reservoir created by Wilson Dam as part of the Tennessee Valley Authority, or TVA. The lake stretches from Wilson Dam to Wheeler Dam.
You know, Wilson's a Tennessee River impoundment that's just a little different than the rest of them. It's got tail race, which all of them have a good tail race on them, where you can where right at the base of the dam, the water comes out, that creates current, a lot of shad go up in there. You can catch a lot of bass in that. But then other than that, it's a little different than most of the TVA lakes. It actually is a deep lake, got lots of deep water on it, and you know, it's got lots and lots of bass in it. You know, the way this lake sets up, there isn't very many bars out in the middle. Most TVA lakes have a lot of what we call ledges. There's a couple big ledges on this lake. We may go fish them after a while, but for the most part, this lake has got deep water, so there's a lot of bluffs, there's a lot of, you know, kind of quick diving points, and then there's a lot of shoreline cover. There's a ton of wood here, plenty of docks. So you can fish shallow cover on this lake, whereas a lot of the TVA lakes, it's a little bit harder to do. Yeah, at least I caught one.
Captured one.
I actually caught one. I've been watching you catch them up till now. Not a great big one, but pretty fish. Healthy fish.
You've gotten a little heavier weight, you know, punching into this, which is really what I need to be doing. I'm not penetrating, and you're being able to make those pitches into that thicker cover.
Yeah, and one thing I think happens, you know, I mean, we're out here today, there's not, you know, there's no breeze, there's no nothing. You can kind of tell everything's kind of stagnant. You don't feel like they're gonna be up, you know, we're gonna catch a lot of fish on moving baits. We've noticed that right off the bat. You know, you kind of started flipping right off the bat. Well, what I think now is that I need something that'll sink down there fast to get a reaction bite. And so, you know, we'll see if it works.
I'm kind of plinking on the edges. You've had 3 bites up in the thicker stuff already. And you can't, with this lightweight, get into that.
It just won't go in there because it just won't go over that.
Fish on!
You know, the thing I've noticed is, and you know, we hadn't been out here very long, not a big one at all, but you know, they bite it as soon as it goes in there because I think the heavy weight, you know, gets them to
react to it as it goes by.
Just one of those, just kind of a reaction deal. But the right one, you know, you pitch in there and the right one will bite it too, so you just got to get him to bite it. You know, you look at this water willow that we're fishing right now, and you can kind of tell what we're keying on. We're trying to get in the middle of it to get a bite. When we stay around the outside, or if we kind of fish winding baits or topwater around it, we hadn't had very many bites. We feel like we kind of got in the middle of it. Got to have heavy rod. We're fishing a Tournament ZX flipping rod, and if you know, try to get in the middle of that, braided line, something that you can actually get a bass out when he bites. We're hoping we can catch some big fish. So far, it's just been little.
He hit it swimming.
Did he really?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Alabama just has so much to offer. I mean, it as far as fishing goes. I mean, you got deep water, you got shallow water, you got plenty of cover. You know, they care about their fisheries. They know it's something that can draw people. People want to come to this part of the world to catch bass, and it's got good quality fishing. It's a fun state to fish.
We like to do that though when we're shallow. This suits our desires, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know, one thing about it is one of these times we're going to jerk and it's going to be a good one.
It'll be a big one.